Hey guys, it's Laura here. I look better today, don't I? But okay, so let's get down to business, take a drive and talk about it. I today want to talk about how people in college really act like they're like 13. Can we just discuss this? Because it's just ridiculous. Like, no wonder why moms don't want to have kids until the reproductive years are like halfway done, which I don't think is healthy. I don't think that's healthy at all. But they just they want to party, and they want to just have sex, and they want to hit on people. And can we discuss how much it's important to actually experience these things early on, so that you're not in your 20s trying to develop a career and be this type of person? Because I just don't agree with it. In college, when I was 21, basically I was all grown up by the time I was 18. When I was 18, I was like, I wouldn't mind getting married right now and having kids. That was my thought process when I was 18. And it was because before that is when I actually did my partying, when I actually did the things that I needed to do. And I still saved myself until my 20s. But there's other things that you could do that's not that. So I did all of those things, and when I got into college, it's first off, the dorm situation. I'm sorry, why do you have to act like we're at Boy Scout, Girl Scout camp when we're in college? I'm not 12 anymore. Why do you have to give me the same rules as I got in Girl Scouts? Tell me this. Why is that something that needs to happen? And I hated my housing when I went to my first college. I've been to a few colleges. My first university. And no, I never been kicked out of a college. I left myself and I just went to different colleges. There's a difference. But the first university I went to, that person almost cut me off. They were just treating us like children, literally before high school type of children. And I'm I'm literally 20 right now. You can calm down and you can treat me like an adult. Talking about a bedtime at 10 p.m. I'm is it because you're worried about parents? Because trust me, if your kid is at college, why the hell are you worrying that much? Let them grow up. Let them be a butterfly. Please. Let them do it. Let them be a bird. Kick them out of the nest. Chances are they're gonna fly. But that's what I mean. It is important not to treat a college person like a child. You treat them like an adult. You don't restrict them at all. Why are you doing that? I feel most of the college things that most people do, I did in early years of high school. And can we talk about how important it is for parents to loosen up? If your kid is having if your kid is wanting to explore the world, do different things, let them. By my God, let them. No matter what in life, there are going to be people that are bad. I get that. I get that you want to protect your children. I get that you don't never want to go through the idea of like, oh my God, if they just stayed home, I wouldn't have to deal with this heartbreak. I get it. But let me also say that as much as there are bad things in the world, there are good things in the world. And don't you think by not letting your kid grow up by themselves a little bit, that they are deprived of the couple of the good things that are around? Like, I urge parents, just to like, let your kid grow up in their own way, on their own terms. If they want you, trust me, you will know. They will be 35 still living in your house. That's how you know they still want you to coddle them. But if they're like in high school, I get the whole being strict. Like, you want to make sure they're safe. But you also got to make sure that they can take care of themselves, because, even adults that are out of their parents, that their parents don't worry about anymore, but they worried, just as much as you do in high school. Like, even those people, there's situations where they might get hurt too, My personal opinion and what I'm going to do with my children is I'm going to raise them to make sure that they can take care of themselves in a bad situation. Like, I want to put them through self-defense classes. I want them to be knowledgeable, and not saying that I'm going to like tell them like, hey, this is a horrible stuff, A, B, and C. No, I'm not going to do that to them. But what I am going to do is make sure that they're okay. And I feel like it's important for other parents to do that too. And also, besides that, parents, please, never mind about the whole parents thing. Like, you guys take care of your own, I get that, but please let your child grow as they need to grow. That's why, like, starting to have kids in your 30s is like, that's when the problems start. Because literally, you can have a kid when you start puberty. So why not, once your kid starts puberty, just be like, hey, you're growing up. If you have to deal with periods every month, then you should know how to handle yourself in situations. You should know your composure. You should know you should know how to be strong enough not to get into situations that will hurt you. Like me, I just avoided all situations that would hurt me. And I didn't get hurt that much. The thing that hurt me was internal. It was already in my family, so there was no escaping the thing that hurt me. But it definitely, I think it's a definite reason why I'm so grown up for my age. And why, I wanted to just be a mom at 18, be a wife. I had to grow up quick. And I'm not saying what I went through was hell, so I'm not saying do what happened to me, but I'm saying, like, raise your kids, to be, just act older. Like, there is no reason for people to want to get married and have kids so late in their reproductive years. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Men, they can have kids until they're 30. Until they're 60. They could have kids forever. So, if you're a sweet girl and you find a really nice guy that's older, why not? Because a lot of guys, I'm like, really? You're just setting yourself up for fertility issues, for more mental issues, more every kind of issue there is by getting pregnant first off in your 30s. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm going to get pregnant in my 30s, but that's because I want a lot of kids. I already have 2. I'm only in my mid-20s and I'm married. People need to spend less time partying. They need to spend more time, like, growing up at a young age. Like, my parents had me when they were older. And, now I'm not going to have my mom when I'm 60, and that's sad. And I'll be lucky if I have my mom when I'm 50. I'll be lucky if I have my dad when I'm 40. You know, like, I feel like that's heartbreaking to put a kid through, not being able to have as many family members as possible around them. And colleges, loosen up. Oh my God, what is wrong with you? Why are you treating us like Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts? Come on, please, please do something to your rules, because they are not good. We should not have any restrictions. You should trust us to be good. You should trust us to not mess up. You should trust us. Honestly, that's the thing. Colleges, trust us, please, because you're a big part of why a kid feels like, why an adult feels like they have to act like a kid and be a kid. It's because of your stupid housing rules. Just saying. Fix them, please.